So it was a few different times that I talked to my mom about it and my dad. During that time, when my mom did finally decide to come over with my dad, she came in, I was in the shower, and she said, "Do you know that we just caught Norma looking in your windows?" And I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?" I actually fucking had my phone with me in the fucking shower, and I pushed record, and I made her say it again. And so then she's telling me about it again after I'm done being sick, and we go to a restaurant to try to get some food, and she's talking to me about it then. I actually ended up being able to talk to my grandpa about it, and I asked him about it, and he said yes, that did happen. And he thought it was me and that I just didn't want to answer the door. I said, no, I would have answered the door because I was waiting for the ambulance. And I told him, I was at the hospital when you showed up. And I would have answered it. And so this all was going on while I was sick in the shower for 2 weeks. And I have, ever since then, even after, like, all of that, every time I would walk out and look out my windows, she would be standing there staring at me. Staring through my windows. It got to the point where she had to use the tactic to talk to Sherry so then she would be able to continue to look through my windows and have a reason of why she was standing there. It was multiple times where I caught her standing, staring in my windows without ever talking to Sherry upstairs. And they used this fucking tactic of, oh, I talk to people up on their balconies all the time. Do you want to know what she told me after I got better? I actually walked out there, talked to Norma. She's like, oh, I saw how sick you were. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like asking me questions about it. And then she's like, oh, well, sometimes I take a walk down the sidewalk and I'll walk around the block and then come back around. She was trying to cover her tracks saying that, and no, the fuck she does not. I have never, not one time in the fucking years that I've lived here, saw that bitch walk down the fucking sidewalk, go onto the street, walk down that fucking sidewalk, up and around the fucking block, and back into the house. She has never done that.